All right, what's up, guys? Zach here with Ghostmax Garage. As you can see behind me, we got us another project going. Let's check it out, guys. There we are, 2007 Chevy Silverado 1500. Obviously, as you can see, it has the four-wheel drive. Some nice mud grips on it. My brother-in-law just picked this truck up and wants me to do a couple things to it. Check this out. Get that light turned on real quick. Guys, check out that oil leak down on these valve covers. It's seen better days. So as you can see, two new front CV axles, engine mounts, transmission mount, valve cover gaskets. Ooh, what is that? Okay, check that out, guys. We got us a throttle controller. We're gonna see if this is compatible with this truck. This came out of my dad's 2015 Chevy Silverado. Shout out to Roy Favre for that donation to Ghostmax Garage. Roy, you're awesome. Got us some spark plug wires, spark plugs, harmonic balancer, and a front main oil seal. So obviously, guys, as you do some of this stuff, you're going to run into things that you may need as you do some of these repairs. So this is what we've got started. Follow along as we get this thing fixed up, guys. He also has a radio that he has ordered. Let's check this out. He's gonna get that fixed up. We know somebody for that. Just wanted you guys to see this old radio unit. You know, these are always wearing out, these buttons. Blech, it's ugly. We're gonna get that fixed up. Get them set up with a reverse camera, Ghostmax Garage style, because as you know, we gotta have a reverse camera. And he's got him a new tailgate piece with the camera. So we're gonna get this thing set up for him, guys. Any of your friends brave enough to get under this? This is how we work at Ghostmax Garage without a lift. Been doing this for years. Maybe one day we'll be able to afford a lift. Y'all hit that follow button. All right. Fail-safe system in place. Just in case those fail, they'll fall on those, hopefully. I haven't had a choice. So you got to work with no lift. Definitely need better jack stands though. Check it out. Wheels coming off. Those look pretty clean. We need size 22 socket. Ooh. And one of these. Let's see. Perfect. And as you can see, I like to hand thread at the end and at the beginning with these lug nuts, even lug studs, just to check the threads. These look good. Obviously, they've all been replaced by the previous owner. And these right here are expensive. The factory style OE lug nuts without the caps, but they're really nice. See if we can get this off with one hand. Oh, yeah. This side still has its axle in there. Gonna show you guys fail-safe number 2. Oh, check it out. I take my wheel, just like that side, and I push it under the vehicle, just in case it falls. Got a little protection. Whew. Your biggest priority should be your safety. This stuff's replaceable. You're not, guys. Okay, well, maybe one day we'll have a lift. Let's see what we're missing on this side. Go. There it is. Ooh. Hello. We're going to put an axle in. God, look at all the oil coming down. All right, as you can see, old axle out. Going in with our new heavy duty. Check that out. HD Cardone axle. We're gonna have to order those bolts there for the driver's side, because unless he has them, because there's no axle. You can see everything's put together, but when he bought the truck, it didn't have the axle in it. So yeah, we'll have to see if we can find some, because obviously the new axle does not come with the bolts. It always comes with an axle nut though. So going back together. Okay. As you can see, new axle in, bolted up. Light's a little scarce right now. We don't have much light, I apologize. But passenger axle is in, but probably gonna call it a night. I might go ahead and pop the axle in on this side, but we're gonna have to order some flange bolts, because I don't see any flange bolts with the truck. I looked all in the truck, so we'll just have to see. I'm gonna put it in and then call Josh, the owner, and see what we got going on. All right, a little bit late, but we got both of the axles in. That's the old one. There was not one on the driver's side. There's our mounts. We ain't started them yet, but I wanted to show you guys. Driver's side is in, and temporarily we've got 3 zip ties in every other hole, just holding it up. And he's actually going to call some pull-apart yards tomorrow and see if he can get some bolts. Went ahead and pulled one out for him so that he knows what they look like. Send him some pictures of everything. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and call it a night. Up next, I'm going to be working on these. What's up, guys? We're back here today with Josh.
What's going on?
Everybody say hi to Josh. We done put him to work. He done pulled his valve cover off on his driver's side. Check it out, guys. We're going to be cleaning it all up. And he done picked him out some paint. As you know, guys, here at Ghost Max Garage, we're not just a mechanic shop, man. We're going to show your project some love. Anything you want to do to it, we're going to make it happen. Just want to show y'all what we got going on so far. These are really cool. Did you see these?
No.
Yeah. I also had to show you guys the Christmas haul. Check out these wrenches. We're going to be getting all kind of work done, guys. And shout out to Aubrey at Nelson Hall Chevrolet in Meridian, Mississippi. She was able to find us some axle bolts. So we were actually missing all of our axle bolts on the CV axle on the driver's side. So we had to show some of that, but we got some new bolts on the way. We'll be showing those when they show up. They're going to be calling Josh when they come in. That guy right there. I want to show you guys his old plug wires. Those are valve cover bolts. Of course, as you know, they were ripping out and they never want to come out. Going back with the Felpro. He's over there cleaning one up right now. And I'm finna start getting this one off so we can start cleaning it up. Got that one right here. Ooh. We've lost a lot of our leverage due to our extensions, and I only have one hand, so excuse me. There we are. right. Chevy positioning plate for your parts. They know you're going to be working on it. Oh, did I just neutral drop that? Oh, well, it's not your tool. Look at all this old wiring harness. Maybe we can get some of this re-taped up and looking a little bit better. What do you think, guys? Oddly enough, it keeps smelling like this weird fish smell when you undo these bolts. It's quite weird, I must say. And y'all don't forget about the good old power of soap and water. It's gonna be good as new when he's done. Shout out to Don. Are we sponsored? No. But we need some sponsorship. There's that one. That one. Oh. Okay. Before I pop that loose entirely, see if I can get this hose off. Because we gotta get this breather hose off. Oh, there we go. See if we can pull these plug wires real quick. Yeah, that one ripped out. It will. Yellow accents. Oh. What kind of engine? Tell Donovan I want the engine. Swear to God. Check it out, guys. Look how perfect that masking tape comes off when you do that. Gotta work it a little bit. Be delicate with it. That was bad. And shout out to a friend of mine, Matt Lee. He said these engine mounts would not be fun. Well, he was correct. They're not fun. They're not fun at all. But as you can see, we got one out. Going back in with the next. All right, what's up, guys? We're back here today with the Silverado workday number 3. All right, let's check it out. Got the front axle out. And we also have the driver's side engine mount in. Looking good. Check that out, guys. Once these finish drying, we'll be going back together. I'll show y'all once we have that passenger side engine mount out. Right, a little bit of a progress update. Got our passenger side engine mount out. Check how cracked it was. Had to remove a bracket. Check it out. He done got his camera installed. We had to swap our key tumbler there, but it is functional. And then we'll be doing our wiring, getting our signal from our reverse light and everything. But got clear going on. Check it out. These are gonna look wicked. Guys, check out how pretty these new engine mounts look. Going back in, this is our passenger side. All right. So, F Chevy's engineers, but passenger side mount is in. As you can see, we had to remove the exhaust manifold. That was horrible. We're going to be going back in with all our stuff, reinstalling the axle, and then working on the transmission mount. Check it out, guys. He's got his last coat on. Just finishes clear. So they're complete. They're finished. We'll be reinstalling them once I finish the axle and the transmission mount. So, no mic, but this is the harness before. It's probably going to ground out at some point. Much better looking. This is why we go to Ghostmax Garage, guys. All right, guys, we're back at it today. As you can tell, this thing has been beating me up. My hair does not want to cooperate. I don't know what's going on. I didn't tell you guys, I've been doing all this with a broke toe as well. Let's see what we got going on our fourth day. So Josh is not with us today. He had to work today, unfortunately. But we got some more work done. We got all the mounts back in. We got the front axle back in. Let's check it out, guys. All right, there's our old transmission mount, engine mounts, old latch assembly for the tailgate, axle. Check this out, guys. Boom. Got the valve covers back in. And I gotta say, Josh did an amazing job on those things. He did that all by himself. Prepped them, cleaned them, painted them. I helped him tape them off a little bit, showed him a little bit of a trick. Got our manifold back in, passenger side mount in, CV axles in, front axle back in. Check it out, guys. We'll be getting a little bit more light in here. Our next step is going to be tackling these belt assemblies. So we're going to pull the belt off, inspect all our pulleys and our belts. We're also going to be replacing that harmonic balancer and that front main oil seal as well, guys. Okay. So here's what we got. Coil packs, engine cover, soap and water. That's it. We're going to wash them up, rinse them off. Once they're clean, we're going to blow them off with some compressed air really well. Make sure all the connectors are good and water sealed. And we got a little surprise coming for that right there. All right. Got them cleaned up and dried off as best as possible. We're going to let them dry overnight. That way there's no moisture inside of these wires or anything. When we hook power to them, we should be good to go. And then we'll be doing a little bit of dielectric grease and everything, of course, when we plug them back in, and then with the new plug wires as well. And we got a little something in store for this little cover here. Got our first level of tape. All right. This section is hard. I gotta do this side now. All right, got it all taped up. Our lighting is a bit off. About 11 o'clock at night, I'm having to use a light. But this is what it looks like before paint. Excuse the heater in the background. No mic. This is like the third coat. I wasn't gonna record any of the painting, but show you guys a little bit of it. Here at Ghost Mac's Garage, we're going to go above and beyond. I hate seeing those stick. Okay, we're back with some specialty tools for this harmonic balancer right here. Since I'm going to be messing with the LS engine so much, I went ahead and picked up the set that I needed. So you need a puller kit and an installer kit, and I'll be showing you guys how we use these on this truck here. But check this out, guys. Look at that. It doesn't get any cooler than that. Ghost Mac's Garage style. We're going to be going back with some new spark plugs and some new wires. Look at that. Put the manual over here with the other one. So your LS style harmonic balancer needs these style arms to grab the insides of the balancer, and then your installer look at that. I don't think it's going to let me hold it open. Let's see. I'm trying not to drop this stuff off my tray. I need a bigger shop and some bigger trays, guys. Check it out. So one of these bolts is going to thread into the crank, and then you're going to push that harmonic balancer on with this here. I'll show you guys how it works. Let's see if we can do this with one hand. Nope. We need both. That doesn't feel good. That's tight. don't think they put any anti-seize on that. What do you think? So I think my biggest compliment right now so far for Ghostmax Garage has been my attention to detail. So with that in mind, these plugs were pretty hard to get out. And I would have to say that was probably because they didn't have any anti-seize. Check that out, guys. Got anti-seize on our threads. We're going to go back in. Of course, you know we're not going to forget our dielectric grease. The spark plug wires on our plug ends will have some grease. And then our coil pack ends will also get a little bit of the grease. So you put some of that grease in there, just around there, so the plug wire doesn't get stuck and isn't hard to get off later if you have to pull one out. We'll show you guys what it looks like when we get them all in. All right. Check it out. Premium tune-up done. I think those wires look way better than the factory. We're done up here, guys. That looks good. Now we're going to be moving to our front main seal, harmonic balancer, and belt systems. The amount of time it took me to get those jaws set up should be a crime. But we're coming off with the old harmonic balancer so we can get to that crank seal. That tool has done its job. There is our timing cover and that worn out front main. We're going to try to clean this up, install our new oil seal, our new balancer with that tool there. If you know, you know. I don't know if it's going to focus, but boop. Ew. Guys, look at how worn down that old one is compared to our new one. So much better. Now that looks way better. Good old tractor socket for the win. Pressed it right on in. All right, I think everything's working. So we got our tool in. And you just thread this piece on, and it should evenly press our harmonic balancer on. We're going to test that theory. There we go. Our crank is starting to spin, so that tells me our new harmonic balancer is fully seated. I can't wait to get the rest of the tensioners and everything on and show you guys what it looks like. A healthy serpentine belt system will help create a healthy and happy engine. Let's see if we can't figure out which one of these lights is our reverse light. Looks like those white ones down there. I had already loosened these. What is that? Interesting. Ooh. That's very corroded. I don't know how that was working. We're going to clean that up, guys. Same for that one. Goodness gracious. It's like there's no protection there. All right. Truthfully, for your factory, for the reverse camera, you are going to want to tie into your factory wiring, not this aftermarket wiring here. Is it even showing any of that? Yeah, it is. You can see that aftermarket wiring built into the taillight. So when you want to get your signal from your vehicle harness wires,
We're going to clean all these up, get them looking a little better. I just need to remember this is reverse. Good God. Upper, lower. Long one is reverse. Nothing but dirt in them connectors. That's horrific. Look at that. Clean your truck when you're done mudding, or that'll happen. As you can see, truck's in reverse. There's our 12 volts for our reverse camera. Gonna be this green wire here. And then I've already determined that these two wires are ground wires. I'm gonna see if we can't wrap up our signal wire. It looks like that's all the slack we're going to get there. We'll see you guys when we get done running some wires. All right. Got our signal wire for our reverse camera. We have run the entire wire. You can see it comes out of the tailgate here. We go under the truck. It comes under and around to here. We're going to be zip tying and securing everything. And then, let's see. We got it coming out of the carpet and then up into the dash. Of course, coming out. But look at the size difference in these two radios. The factory on the bottom versus our new unit here going in. Isn't that crazy? We're going to pop it in and see if we can't get our reverse camera working. And then tidy up our wiring. All right, I got a light behind me, so I might cast a shadow. Check it out. We're going back together. Got the mic set up right there. And it's clean, guys. And it's on a ball mount. You can swivel it any which direction you want. Got his antenna set up, 4G antenna and a GPS antenna. Right now, guys, this is what it looks like on the reverse camera wiring. I got it all tied together just to test it, because you have to complete the circuit for that camera to work. So you have to have all of the wires hooked together. So that's how I do it with my little alligator clamps, just to test it. We're finna solder them together. I'll show you our connection when we get done. But we're looking good, guys. We got a harness wrapped up in there. Let's see. I might be able to pull it up. Yeah, you can see it. Got some of the loom on it, but it's already getting dirty. It's doing its job, guys. All right, so I had a phone call that cut off my recording while I was finishing that up. This is what we look like, guys. Got it all tied in. You can see a little bit of it there, and then it transitions to the covered. It's all going to be chilling right there. And then obviously your reverse light hooks up to that on that tail light there. It'll be like it would never happen. We'll put it back together, see what we got going on. Guys, check out that radio. That looks seamless. Comes on. It even tells you the doors are open. Guys, we got his mic set up. We got his antennas set up. And we got that reverse camera set up, guys. Ghost Max Garage style. We're going to be wrapping up this project. I got to throw some zip ties on that reverse camera. We got one more thing. Before I show you guys our very last thing we've installed, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this electronic throttle body right here. So usually, traditionally, you would have just a hard cable running from your throttle body all the way to your gas pedal. Well, in modern vehicles, you have what is known as a drive-by-wire or an electronic throttle body. And on the other end of this electronic throttle body, you would have what is known as the electronic gas pedal. So you would input yin into your gas pedal, and then your ECU then sends information to this, and then opens it up accordingly. Well, a lot of the times it's very laggy. The input is not giving you as much of the horsepower as you would want. But I'll show you one thing you can use to get your engine's full potential with an electronic throttle body. Up under here, I'm not quite done tidying up all the wiring, so you can see kind of, all right, there's it coming down from the controller, and then it plugs in line and connects to your gas pedal. So as you can see, the gas pedal right there, it plugs into the gas pedal connector, and then your vehicle's harness, which then goes to the ECU. So basically, this controller is telling your ECU what to do with this pedal input. It's pretty interesting. All right, and that little device would be this right here. This is what is called an electronic throttle controller, or an iDrive, or like a smart pedal. Some people call it a smart pedal, but you can select your different modes. So you have an ultimate mode here. This is your mode button. You have an automatic. This is just, I believe, off. And you have an economy mode as well, 1 through 9. So economy is going to try to give you better fuel mileage. So when you input your pedal, it's not going to give you as much power as you need. Ultimate 1 through 9 is going to be 1 being the least, 9 being the most. I just drove it on U9, and oh my goodness, unlocked every bit of this truck's full potential. Guys, if you don't want to pay for a tune, pay a couple $100 for one of these throttle controllers. If you have an electronic throttle body, you're not going to regret it. And as always, anytime you open up an engine, you want to change the oil when you get done doing everything. And I always like to go with an OE oil filter. My favorite brand of oil is Valvoline. I just like using it. To each of their own. People like using their own stuff, but that's what I like to do. So we're going to get his oil changed, give him his keys back, and watch him enjoy his truck, guys. All right, guys, we got Josh set up Ghost Max Garage style with his new radio, microphone, 2 antennas, throttle controller, and many more parts as you've seen throughout the video. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching all the way up to this point. If you have made it to this point, hit that subscribe button up top. We got a lot more videos coming, guys.
One satisfied customer, guys. Ghost Max Garage style. He left grinning from ear to ear.